Hey everyone. Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. Hayes is cornered by Luna, and Nick Marone reappears. According to Monday, June 16th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa will be a beach house stalker while Nick Marone and Brooke Logan are in love. Let's start by discussing the beach house set's comeback. Normally, that would be the beginning of some summertime fun, but Luna will make sure that it feels sinister instead. According to B&B spoilers, someone will use a long lens to peep through the beach home window. We can presume that Luna will be the one stalking the property since she is developing a new scheme with Hayes Finnegan. As Luna observes Steffy Forrester's interactions with Hayes, she will take care to remain out of sight. Luna will have the opportunity to witness the extent of Steffy's love for her kid, which will further solidify her resolve to take advantage of Hayes. Luna had already implied that Steffy would be acting differently if she could relate to the suffering of a parent being hidden from a kid. By keeping Hayes away from her, Luna appears to be trying to give Steffy a taste of her own medicine, just like Steffy had, in Luna's imagination, kept John Finnegan away from his infant daughter. But since there will be more preparation required, Luna will primarily just keep an eye on things at the beach house and get ready for her next move. Luna will proceed with giving Hayes a gift later in the week of June 16th to 20th, and she may even catch him in the act. Since Brooke will be shocked by Nick's reappearance, we should also talk about her curveball till then. Fans won't want to miss Nick's comeback launch and all the charm he'll turn on for Brooke because sparks will fly between these ex-partners from the very beginning. Although Brooke feels that Rich Forrester is her fate, Nick will make her reconsider that position and consider her feelings for him in a different light. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Nick and Brooke will soon have a lip lock, so we'll keep you informed of any further developments about their reunion. Hayes is cornered by Luna, and Nick Marone reappears. It depicts Hayes Forrester Finnegan being cornered by Luna Nozawa. In the meantime, Brooke Logan is taken by surprise by Nick Marone. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Nick Marone is back. Brooke receives a blast from the past at the start of the teaser segment. When Nick appears, Brooke is completely taken by surprise. The blonde's eyes widen in shock as her jaw falls to the ground. Nick smiles broadly and remarks, "Some things never change," once Brooke has recovered from her astonishment. Fumes from Rich Forrester. Rich Forrester opens up to Taylor Hayes in the following scenario. Rich acknowledges that he simply doesn't like the man and never will when seated in an office at Forrester Creations. Rich seems to be implying that Nick is involved. Do we perceive a growing sense of jealousy? What will Taylor do about that? The rescue mission of Liam Spencer. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, the preview film also depicts Steffy Forrester Finnegan confiding in Taylor. The brunette informs her mother that Liam is just concerned with keeping them safe and isn't even considering himself. Taylor, wearing a troubled expression, inquires as to whether Liam is attempting to protect them from Luna. It appears that Liam could take a risk before he passes away because he has an incurable brain tumor and is refusing treatment. Will Liam be the one to save Steffy, Hayes, and the others from a lunatic who is insane and delusional? Targeted is Hayes Finnegan. The final scene in the preview clip is the most shocking. Hayes appears to be playing in his backyard. Luna arrives and moves cautiously towards the young kid. In an attempt to build trust, Luna smiles and mentions Hayes' name softly even if he appears nervous. Luna then explains that she has a gift for the child. Fans remember Luna ranting about Steffy to Remy Price. Luna continues by saying that she wishes Steffy understood the anguish of a parent and kid being split up. Hayes may be abducted by Luna, but what will she demand? Will Luna insist that Steffy give her permission to date John Finnegan? Is Luna cornering Hayes out of envy over baby brother? In a scene on the CBS soap opera that left viewers feeling uneasy about what Luna Nozawa has in mind, she corners Hayes Forrester Finnegan, giving us a sneak peek at next week's episodes of Bold and the Beautiful. Fans believe that this evil woman is going to entice him away from his family's protection. In any case, there must be a compelling reason why Hayes is on Luna's radar. Brave and gorgeous, an adorably adorable Luna Nozawa arrives with a present. The future direction of this sample sequence was not made clear by Bold and the Beautiful. However, it will inevitably go wrong when Luna Nozawa confronts Hayes Forrester Finnegan. In addition to being insane, Luna is incredibly envious of her half-brother. She approaches Hayes alone and presents him with a gift. Supporters fear she's going to snatch her half-brother away. After all, the man they both name Dad shows Hayes unwavering affection. However, Finn has the opposite effect on Luna. Her newfound father and his wife reject her and criticize her. During her final unannounced visit to Finn's house, this convicted murderer observed how Finn interacted with his son, Hayes. The jealousy increased because she never received that from Finn. Next week's Bold and Beautiful, Hayes and Luna Stalks in peril soaped out. B&B, Hayes Forrester Finnegan's possessions are what Luna desires. Luna is persistently pursuing a relationship with Finn in Bold and the Beautiful. What Hayes has from his father is what she desires. Luna may therefore be planning retaliation for not being accepted into Finn's household by skulking around Hayes. Hayes Forrester Finnegan, Luna Nozawa, Bold and the Beautiful. Or perhaps she intends to covertly become friends with Hayes in an attempt to influence Finn and Steffi Forrester. Luna might believe that Finn and Steffi will be more likely to accept her into the family if Hayes likes her. However, Luna doesn't do that on Bold and the Beautiful. Rather, she removes any obstacles that prevent her from achieving her goals. Last week, during Luna's conversation with her new acquaintance Remy Price, the soap opera gave away a clue. Steffi needs to understand what it's like for a parent and child to be separated, according to the pardoned criminal. However, Luna's plans for Hayes Forrester Finnegan are unknown due to her derangement. She must understand that she will never again have the opportunity to get close to her father if anything were to happen to him. However, she holds Steffi accountable for keeping Finn away from her. Does she intend to discipline Steffi in the hopes that she will reconsider her decision to keep Finn away from Luna? Will Hayes disappear from Bold and the Beautiful? Today, Luna Nozawa appears to be quite dangerous in Bold and the Beautiful. She is currently cornering Hayes while carrying a gun and practicing her target shooting skills at a photo of Steffi. Social internet users predict that Luna will abduct Hayes Forrester Finnegan. But if she captures her half-brother, what might be her ultimate goal? June 16th to 20th Bold and Beautiful weekly spoilers. Katie interferes and Ridge is jealous. Could it be that her ultimate goal is simply to exact the cruelest kind of retribution on Finn and Steffi? Then that would be making Hayes vanish. Hayes would almost certainly be saved before he suffered any injury if Luna was driven to this extreme by Bold and the Beautiful. Naturally, the pistol is next, and it appears that she has a bullet with Steffi's name on it. In order to get rid of Steffi, Luna can use Hayes as a lure to get her to go somewhere. It appears that even for a murderer, Luna has too many irons in the fire to foresee what this pardoned murderer has in store for her next ruthless move, as seen by her cornering of Hayes on the CBS soap opera last week. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. After snatching baby Hayes, Luna demands that Steffi come alone. Luna surprises the whole Forrester family and viewers with an unimaginable move in one of the most dramatic and intense plot lines the Bold and the Beautiful has produced in years. When Luna learns the terrible truth about Hayes' paternity, she decides to take baby Hayes and insist that Steffi meet her alone, which sets up a high-stakes confrontation that will alter everything. What began as a heartbreaking discovery has now descended into complete chaos. A journey to the tipping point. It took Luna some time to spiral into desperation. As she has battled for months with the unfathomable burden of a secret that threatens to ruin not just her relationships but the foundation of the Forrester family, viewers have watched. Luna's entire world has been in disarray when she discovered unquestionable evidence that Finn is not Hayes' biological father while naively looking through medical documents. Luna first made an effort to respond to the revelation tactfully and gracefully. Fearful of hurting Finn, Steffi, and Hayes, who had created a picture-perfect family, she struggled with whether or not to come forward. However, the emotional toll increased with the length of time she maintained the secret. Luna's mental suffering and shame only grew as she witnessed Finn tenderly caring for a child who wasn't biologically his. Luna tried her hardest to handle the situation tactfully, but she was soon forced into a tight spot. It only got worse when she confided in Poppy because her mother told her to keep quiet so as not to start a drama storm. But Luna could no longer feign because of her conscience. The snap. Luna's emotional exhaustion and loneliness reached a breaking point as she saw Steffi, Finn, and Hayes share another private family time. The scene, a living reminder of the devastating truth she was hiding, was unbearable. Luna's mental state shattered due to the overwhelming emotion, and she made a snap decision that would shake the Forrester family. Luna grabbed baby Hayes in a desperate attempt to get away, leaving Steffi with the message, "Come alone if you want to see your son." The panicked Forrester family. The Forrester family is in complete chaos as a result of Luna's actions. When Steffi learns that Hayes is missing, she becomes extremely alarmed. Fearing for his son's safety and unable to comprehend why Luna, whom he once trusted, would take such drastic measures, Finn is inconsolable. Desperate to find Luna and safely return Hayes home, Ridge, Brooke, Eric, and the rest of the family rapidly organize. Though there are concerns shared by the Logans and Forresters, it is unclear what would have prompted Luna to take such extreme action. Another degree of urgency is added when law enforcement is called in while the Forresters are debating how to handle the situation. However, Luna makes it quite plain that she will only speak to Steffi and Steffi alone. The personal conflict. Steffi is forced to comply and consents to meet Luna alone in a remote area. One of the most heated exchanges in Bold and the Beautiful's history is about to take place. When Steffi shows up, her pulse is racing with a mix of terror, rage, and mother instinct. She is both desperate to get her child back and equally desperate to comprehend what Luna has done. Luna is clearly upset yet composed when she comes out with Hayes, which is a hazardous combination. She has agony, bewilderment, and despair in her eyes. Steffi moves cautiously closer, attempting to maintain her cool as her maternal instincts beg her to seize her boy and flee. When Luna finally reveals the entire scope of what she has discovered, her voice quivers. She describes how she commissioned a private DNA test after discovering medical discrepancies, and how the results showed that Finn is not Hayes' real father. When no one would listen or comprehend, Luna describes how this knowledge has been gnawing at her soul and how she felt totally alone. Luna breaks down in tears as she confesses her true motivation. She thinks that by kidnapping Hayes, she may make Steffi face the truth, which she may have unwittingly hidden or been protected from by others. The emotional tornado of Steffi. Steffi is blown away. It's nearly impossible to fully appreciate the scope of Luna's revelation. Steffi's thoughts quickly return to the period of Hayes' pregnancy as Luna narrates everything, recalling the fleeting moment when Liam was still in her life. Is Luna's terrible finding accurate? Could Hayes' biological father actually be Liam? Steffi finds it difficult to contain her fury at Luna for putting her child in risk while she attempts to comprehend the heartbreaking possibilities. She begs Luna to release Hayes, saying that Hayes' safety must come first and that they will work through this revelation together. The breaking point of Luna. Luna finally breaks down emotionally as a result of her own deeds, fatigued and devastated. She returns Hayes to Steffi and breaks down in tears, pleading for forgiveness. The secret was ripping her apart, but she never meant to hurt Hayes. Despite his anger and trepidation, Steffi does not fully strike out because he understands Luna's vulnerability. Rather, she reassures Hayes and Luna that they will figure out how to deal with the facts, but only once Hayes is home safely. The repercussions. The true mayhem starts when Hayes is safely back. Every aspect of the Forrester and Spencer families is rocked by the revelation of Hayes' true parentage. Finn is devastated by his heartbreak. His identity as a father is completely destroyed when he finds out that Hayes could not be his biological son. The guy who has shown Hayes unwavering devotion now has to deal with the prospect that he has been living a deception, one that Steffi and no one else really comprehended. Steffi's guilt. Guilt consumes Steffi. She cannot deny the possibility that her past with Liam may have returned to haunt her in the most agonizing way possible, despite her belief that Finn was Hayes' father. With disastrous results, the show's once dominant love triangle has resurfaced. Liam's shock. When the truth is revealed, Liam is dragged back into Steffi's sphere of influence. His and Hope's worlds will never be the same if he is, in fact, Hayes' father. Hope's fear. The news comes as a shock to Hope, who is already fighting to keep her own life stable. The delicate equilibrium Steffi has been attempting to preserve could be upset if Liam and Steffi become parents to another child. Sheila's role. Sheila Carter is naturally the target of suspicion. Was it possible that she altered the initial paternity tests in order to maintain Finn's relationship with Hayes? If so, her most recent plan might ultimately prove to be her downfall. The more comprehensive view. Luna's extreme measures will not go unpunished. Despite her desperation, she went too far and cannot be forgiven. The Forresters will have to determine whether they can ever trust her completely again, and law enforcement may still file charges. However, in the long run, Luna's gutsy choice to come clean can be viewed as a brave deed. She has forced the Forresters and Spencers to face a terrible reality by revealing the facade, and this reality will change the course of the Bold and the Beautiful for years to come. What happens next? In the upcoming weeks, fans can anticipate the following as Hayes' true paternity is revealed. DNA retests to definitively prove the truth. Steffi, Finn, Liam, and Hope got into heated arguments. Sheila might have been exposed for falsifying the initial tests. Disputes in court about Hayes' custody. The Steffi-Liam-Hope triangle may be revived. Luna's emotional collapse and potential path to recovery. There is no doubt that Luna's act of desperation has triggered a chain reaction that will affect every character. The Bold and the Beautiful is once again providing heart-stopping drama, shattering the seemingly tranquil exterior of the Forrester family. Rich's escalating dilemma as Hayes is targeted and reaches Daphne. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will be riveted to their televisions for another round of intense drama, emotional upheaval, and unexpected turns during the week of June 16th to 20th. The Forresters, Logans, and Spencers will be pulled further into the whirlpool of Hayes' paternity issue, Luna's collapsing mental health, and Rich's difficult emotional turning points as more secrets come to light and new alliances are formed. Hayes turns into the storm's epicenter. This week, the canvas is still dominated by the aftermath of Luna's unexpected disclosure. The entire Forrester family has been on high alert since the bombshell revelation that Finn might not be Hayes' biological father, and now Hayes gets caught in the crossfire once more. According to spoilers, Luna is still dealing with the fallout from her actions because she is still emotionally vulnerable following her shocking breakdown and confession. Even though she brought Hayes back to Steffi safely last week, Luna's mental condition is still erratic, and her ongoing fixation on keeping Hayes safe could put her in further danger. Hayes is once again being seen as a symbol of lost trust and a pawn in an increasingly heated custody dispute that could blow up at any time due to the paternity bombshell that hangs over everyone. Ridge and Brooke are concerned that Luna's continued relationship with Hayes may lead to even more erratic conduct. Ridge will think about if it could be necessary to take legal action to make sure Luna can't make the same mistakes she has in the past. Steffi and Finn's marriage is fragments. The paternity secret is still causing Steffi and Finn's formerly strong marriage to fall apart. Finn battles feelings of betrayal, perplexity, and heartbreak while Steffi frantically attempts to keep things under control. Finn's identity as Hayes' father is suffering as a result of the emotional rollercoaster. Finn will struggle with the following question all week long: what happens to his relationship with Steffi if Hayes isn't his real son? Their marriage will be put to the ultimate test, and Finn's unresolved rage might explode. Watch for furious disputes and heartbreaking discussions between Steffi and Finn as they each try to make sense of their quickly changing world. Liam gets involved in the chaos more. Liam keeps returning to Steffi's life due to the DNA suspicions around Hayes. Although Liam initially made an effort to remain passive, spoilers hint that he will be speaking up this week to demand answers. Liam might demand joint custody if he is Hayes' biological father, which would further exacerbate an already tense situation. Meanwhile, Hope looks on in despair as Liam gets caught up with Steffi once more. Hope's anxieties of losing Liam to the past could soon become a self-fulfilling prophecy as he is drawn back into Steffi's orbit. Ridge's increasing predicament, and the arrival of Daphne. Ridge is juggling his own difficult emotional situation as the paternity drama continues. Taylor stays in the background, supporting Brooke as he depends on him, which feeds a smoldering love triangle that won't go away. However, an unexpected new character is introduced this week: Daphne, an enigmatic figure with ties to Ridge's past. According to spoilers, Ridge may have long suppressed feelings and unresolved problems upon Daphne's arrival. She's an old flame, right? A covert business associate? Perhaps someone with knowledge that would jeopardize Ridge and Brooke's present stability? As Ridge tries to prevent his personal life from getting out of control while his family deals with its own crises, expect Daphne's visit to cause more questions than answers. Brooke torn between truth and loyalty. As the family experiences more and more uncertainty, Brooke continues to be extremely protective of Ridge and Steffi. However, Brooke could also have a crucial role in maintaining harmony or escalating tensions. Brooke may soon have to decide whether Steffi and Finn's marriage can withstand the controversy as truths continue to come to light. However, when Liam gets increasingly embroiled in the custody dispute, Brooke's intense protectiveness of her daughter Hope will set her against Steffi once more. Anticipate more intense Logan vs. Forrester matches this week. Sheila stirs things up once more. Sheila Carter, who never stays quiet for long, sees a chance to take advantage of the escalating hostilities around Hayes' paternity. According to spoilers, Sheila will re-enter the fray, maybe implying that she is more aware than anybody is of the manipulation of the initial DNA results. Was Sheila involved in the initial deceit to a greater extent? If this is the case, her role might finally come to light, further exposing the issue.